Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
My kind of town. Ace Hardware and Columbus.
Is in California is at like 480. Damn, look at this main street. Holy shit, this is cool.
Grand Teton.
James, down here. It's Gundolf. Gundabad's cousin, you came. Welcome to my roastery here in Jackson Hole. James, Gundabad, my cousin, says you need to pay for your tractor. Well, I think you should start a coffee company called WOLFMILK Coffee. We will roast 100% organic beans, premium Honduran beans in a medium roast and a dark roast, and people will be able to order on wolfmilkcoffee.com. Each order will be roasted on the day that it ships out, so people will drink truly, truly fresh coffee. With cheap $5 flat rate shipping across all of the United States.
Gandalf, do you like these swooshy lines, the coffee swooshes?
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to roast we go. Pour faster, fair maiden. Ladies and gentlemen, you're used to drinking stale grocery store coffee that's been sitting on the shelf for months. WOLFMILK Coffee is roasted the day that it ships to you. I love the smell of WOLFMILK coffee in the morning. It smells like victory. Ladies and gentlemen, start drinking the super fresh, organic, premium coffee that you deserve. Order WOLFMILK Coffee at wolfmilkcoffee.com.
Hello. Hello. Strength. Honor. Hey, don't eat the beans. Don't eat the beans. Whoa. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. So the notch into that 6x8, because remember, these are true 6x8s. This is a bracket for a 6x6, but store-bought lumber is always smaller, right? So a 6x6 from a store is 5.5 by 5.5 inches. So that's why we had to etch a 1/2 inch out of there. So I'm setting this off 1/2 inch off the back of the line, which is good because then basically there's only a smidgen of this thing at the back that's not on the post. There's like a smidgen, like 1/8 of an inch. What the heck? Guys, why did it do that? I drilled that hole 4 inches deep. This is a 5-inch bolt. And it must have, I don't know, maybe it wasn't wide enough? But it's off by like 1.5 inches. It's not going all the way down. I don't get it. I can't find my mini sledge anywhere. I don't know where the heck it is. I think I might be able to drive it, but oh boy. Whoa. Dude. Oh my goodness. Oh no, guys. These two outer beams are very solid, but this is a problem. Look, the whole thing is moving around. I think that bolt that did not go down all the way, it's come loose, you know? And then the other problem is, that is a problem, but this bracket also, it's just not beefy enough. Like, I think this bracket should ideally, it should be like coming up to here, man. Brackets on the internet for posts that come up like here. There's even ones that go up even higher. But this is the only one in the 3 hardware stores, you know, in town. This is the beefiest one they have. So I literally just went onto Amazon and I ordered one into my PO box in town. It's a bit of a mess. I think we might leave it for now, because the next step is milling up all of our rafters that we need. Check it out, guys. We got a fridge. We have a fridge. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah. Oh, it's like frozen in here. Oh yeah, oh yes. Liver. Oh yeah. Oh. Maple syrup. And salt. Oh yeah. Raw liver. Grass-fed, you don't want to get conventional stuff that's full of all weird hormones, antibiotics, you know, pesticides, herbicides. Because, I mean, the liver is the filtration unit of the animal. So grass-fed, grass-finished. The crazy thing about eating liver is that you get this crazy energy boost. It's literally nature's multivitamin. It's got like 1,000% of all the recommended daily value of every kind of mineral and nutrient you can think of. It's just fantastic. And the maple syrup and the salt makes it, you know, go down real nice. Because to be honest, liver tastes pretty gnarly, but it's so good for you. Hello, beautiful logs. Hello, hello. I think we might be able to use this one. Oh, hello, Mr. Toad. Hello, hello. There's the mini sledge. Forgot it over here at the forest gym. I knew I forgot something over here. I can hear the river over there. It's nice. Oh yeah, first 12-footer on the mill. Go this way. Whoa! Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hi. Oh, why is all this off? What the heck happened? Oh, 0% battery. Clovis, how did that happen?
So I don't intend to compete with my sawmill in any hot rod racing events. On the other hand,
You're stinky, buddy. What did you just do? $10. Okay. Weird curvature to the log, as you can see. Dude, okay. That's pretty good, because that log was on the small side, and it was pretty curvy. So I'm pretty happy with that. You know, for a rafter, it's got some wane. You know, this, when you've got stuff on the corners, it's got some wane there, but that's, for these purposes, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. Dude, yes! That is our first usable piece of custom lumber. Heck yes. 6 inches wide. 6 inches. 6 inches. Nice! Okay there, folks. So we got our first 2 rafters. We're doing beefy rafters. You know, on the Musashi's fire shed and the main cabin, used 2x8s to do those. But, you know, when we had our forestry technician come through the forest, he's like, listen, man, if you're going to build the maximum amount of stuff you want from your forest, you should probably stick to 6-dimensional lumber, 2x6, 3x6, 6x6, etc. And these are 3x6s. We just milled up a 6x6 and cut it in half. So I figure for the rafters, instead of doing 2x8s, let's do 3x6s. You know, so these are really beefy. This forest is relatively young. You know, it's basically a 40-year-old forest. So we don't have a lot of huge, like, behemoth trees.
For about 15 minutes, so...
Like regenerating the battery?
No, it spits off all the bad things that are in the engine that's backed up there. It burns it all off.
Very cool. So you don't change the height because
Right.
it's not adjustable.
No, it's like you have the 3-point hitch on there.
There's your level.
Right.
And when you're doing an oil change, if we're doing it or whoever, you pop your hood, 12 mil bolt here, 12 mil bolt here, and there's your oil cap there.
Got it. How often are oil changes? Every like 100 hours or something?
First 50, then 200.
And 200. Nice. Hey, buddy! Oh, hello. You wanna go inside, buddy? You wanna go inside? Whoa! There we go. So this is something that you literally just thread in with your fingers, and then you use a construction adhesive. Now, the only construction adhesive I have is this No More Nails. So I'm just going to Google if we can use this with concrete, because otherwise I think we should probably get a concrete specific adhesive. Okay, it's a good thing we researched that. So No More Nails is apparently more of an interior adhesive. It really doesn't do well outside in cold and or wet. So it looks like LePage, shout out to Alexander Nick, his old company, Henkel, also makes a PL adhesive that's much more heavy duty. They make a PL Max, and it is rated for good adhesion to concrete. So we got really lucky with this bracket because this bracket's got a weird opening gap, right? The other one is just straight up, you know, back and forth. But this one actually goes off to the side. So it's got perfect. We can have it in the exact same spot. Oh, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Yeah, buddy. So we got the good stuff, folks. If you see on the back, adheres to wood, OSB, drywall, concrete, brick, masonry, stone, marble, granite, metal, and I got some backup bolts, these retrofit bolts. So pray to the gods, folks, that this works. Interesting consistency. Huh. Hey, Globus, are the bugs getting you, buddy? Nice. This log also has an arch to it. You can see that it's not touching there. It's definitely not touching on that. But we got it on that beam. Last time the curved log was not sitting on there, so I think that's why we had the discrepancy. Yeah, that looks like it's about center. Maybe another half a crank. So what that means is that this, the center of the top, is now in line with the center of the butt. That's about 10 inches in diameter. This is about 8 inches in diameter. So that means we'll be getting maximal wood out of this thing. So if this end is 11 inches, we need to replane this. So we need to set this, half of 11 is 5.5. That looks good. Got to be careful because the pass before this, the log dogs came loose as I was going through. So the bottom is slightly off square. So the top's square. So what the forestry guy told us, he's correct. You know, he said that if you want to make a 6x6, the minimum log diameter you really want at breast height is 9 inches, which is what our first two logs were. And it's pretty clean. On the other side, there's a bit of wane. You know, there's a bit of bark right on the corners. But if we can get a minimum breast height diameter of 9 inches, so like, you know, at about 5.5 feet, 6 feet off the ground, we should be good. Because even the first two logs, there's quite a bit of curvature in them. And we still got out these nice, these really nice 6x6s. So let's cut this guy in half here. Oh, yeah, man. Sweet. Little Jordan's muesli, topped with maple water. Oh yes. Hey. Yeah, so this guy's 34 inches. So that's about 11 inches in diameter. I think it's a little bit squiggly. This guy's probably too small. Oh, oh, yes. Yes, yes. Now, I've never done this before, but the key to that was having myself tied off against this tree. It's a miracle this thing held up, but that's what kept everything working. Oh, good boy. Now, the tops of both these trees, can we use them to get 6x6? 9.5 by 9. Oof. 9.25 by 9. So let's try. I mean, technically, I don't think these are gonna be big enough, but let's try. Let's see what happens. Because then we'll know for sure, you know, yeah, that's not going to work, because that's 9 inches at the butt. Really, the minimum diameter, we want 9 inches at breast height. But even if they've got a lot of wane on the edges, we should still be able to use them on the interior, you know? Like maybe not use them as the very outer rafters. Clovis, what are we doing, buddy? What are we doing? We're doing organic chorizo salsa. Nice. Looking good.
Only one person is known to have survived it. And he's sitting in this room.
Hard as rock.
Nope.
Whoa! Holy cow! Holy cow, guys. You see this outlet? It's getting clogged like crazy. So actually, when I was picking up this sawmill and doing some training with this guy named Brian Sewell from Norwood, he's the chief sawyer there. He actually recommended that you just cut this thing right off. He's like, for regulatory purposes, they need to put that on, but he said that almost everybody just cuts it off because the sawdust gets clogged up too easily. So he's like, just don't stick your hands in there when the saw is running. Holy cow! Holy, the whole thing's on fire. Gosh dang it. Not the best idea in the world. Isn't that right, Clovis? Yes, yes. I think you'll appreciate it though. Great. Great. Okay. Look at that string line, baby. Look at that string line. I wish I used bigger concrete pillars. There's just more margin for error with this stuff. Like that's an 8-inch, that's the smallest sono tube or quikrete tube that they make. I've seen videos of, guys installing these kind of piers, and the bigger they are, the more margin for error you have, you know? But I guess this is the most economical. Whoa, dude. Holy cow, man. Heck yeah. Holy beefyrafters.com. That is a thing of beauty. I've never seen a 3x6 rafter before. But we just made it happen, guys. On Wild Homestead. Hello. Hello, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Oh. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some stupendous news. The werewolf has arrived. you think, buddy? What do you think? What do you think? So guys, last delivery of the day for the Kubota dealership. And what a beast, man. What an absolute beast. So these are the grapple claws. I've actually heard great reviews on these, and that a lot of people actually use these more than they use a bucket, especially when doing forestry stuff. So this was a great accessory. As you know, we got the cab, L6060, and then this is one of the, I think the coolest attachment maybe we have is the backhoe with a thumb. So this is fantastic. Of course, you know, all the Kubota accessories we also got at cost from Kubota Canada. Shout out to Kubota Canada, along with the tractor. So this is going to be so useful around the homestead, digging out stumps, digging foundations for the main house, the septic field for the bathroom addition. So guys, this is so cool. I really want to do something with it, but literally the sun is setting, and tomorrow's Friday. That's our edit day, which is a 12-hour day. So we're just going to get this, I think, put back. You know, this thing can totally fit inside of the ATV garage. This is just under 7 feet tall, and the ATV garage, the front opening is 9 feet. It's 10 feet with the foundation piers, and then the back is 7 feet with the foundation piers. It's 8 feet. So 10 feet and 8 feet, we can totally store this thing, at least partially, because it is very long. It's not very wide. I believe it's like 5.5 feet wide or 6 feet wide, just under 7 feet tall, but it is long with these attachments. But what if we take the attachments off? Who knows? We might be able to fit a lot of it underneath there. But anyways, guys, strength and honor. May the gods bless you, both the old gods and the new. We'll see you next week on Wild Homestead, the first week using the tractor, and then hopefully get this roof finished on the ATV garage. We got all the wood milled up. Clovis, say goodbye to everybody. Yes?